Hello friends, welcome to Expert Guidance. Today in this video, we'll be covering the topic E-alcohols of section 4 Organic Chemistry of Edexcel IGCSE Chemistry. Now in this video, we'll be looking over how do we draw the structural formula of alcohols, what are the reactions of alcohols, how alcohol can be oxidized, how do we manufacture ethanol, and there are two ways of manufacturing of ethanols, and we'll be looking over the advantages and disadvantages of both. Now this is a very important topic and there are a lot of long marker questions that are set out from this topic, so I would recommend you to watch this video till the end. Manufacture of ethanol. Now ethanol is an alcohol which we get either by fermentation of glucose, that is anaerobic respiration of glucose, or we have just seen when you take ethene and pass it through water, you get ethanol. So that is hydration of ethene. Now, hydration of ethene required nickel catalyst and a high temperature and pressure, whereas for fermentation, we require gentle temperature and pressure. The advantages of fermentation is, since you're using glucose or the plant-based sugar products, this reaction uses renewable resources, so it is less dependent on fossil fuels and make less harms and have less energy requirements. On the other hand, when you do hydration of ethene, it takes ethene from crude oil and it uses non-renewable resources. But the advantages of hydration of ethene is it's a continuous process. You can just put everything in a mixture and keep the reaction going on. It is rapid, more efficient, make more pure ethanol, and since it is the only product, it has 100% atom economy because it has no side products. On the other hand, fermentation is a batch process. You cannot make the reaction go on because as soon as the alcohol concentration increases, it will kill the yeast. So you need to make certain quantity of alcohol and distill off and then do the reaction again. So the reaction is slow, produces impure ethanol, and the atom economy is not 100%. So both of these processes has its own advantages and disadvantages, and in the exam they'll ask you to explain for both the methods, and you have to explain the reaction condition, advantages and disadvantages. So make sure you remember this table and contrast the benefits of each of the methods and disadvantages. Next is alcohols. Alcohol have the functional group OH. The general formula is CnH2n plus 1 OH. So if you take N as 1, the first carbon is methanol with CH3OH, 2 carbon is ethanol, 3 carbon is propanol, 4 carbon is butanol. So you have 1 carbon with OH and then 3 hydrogen, 2 carbons with OH and fill the rest of the valencies with OH. And the alcohols are used as fuels, solvents, and spirits. Okay, so I hope what are alcohols is clear to you and you're able to draw the displayed formula and the general formula of different alcohols. Now the reactions of alcohol, first is combustion. As we have done alkenes, so all hydrocarbons choose a combustion reaction. In a complete combustion, ethanol or any alcohol with oxygen give carbon dioxide and water, and in incomplete combustion, any alcohol with oxygen give carbon monoxide and water. Next is the oxidation. When you oxidize an alcohol, it converts into an corresponding carboxylic acid. So methanol will convert into methanoic acid, ethanol will get converted into ethanoic acid, propanol will convert into propanoic acid. And for this, you require an oxidizing agent, which is generally the potassium dichromate. And alcohol, basically, they act as like an acid. So they react with the metal to form a salt and hydrogen. So alcohols react with metal to form a salt and hydrogen. So here we have ethanol with calcium and it forms calcium ethanoate plus hydrogen. Okay, so I hope all these reactions are clear to you. As always, our next step, check the specification, make sure everything which is there in the specification is still clear to you, and do exam questions on this topic. Okay, and do not forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so that you get notified as soon as I put a new video. And if you have any doubts, leave a comment below and I'll reply you as soon as possible. So I'll see you next in the next video. Till then, happy revising.